into the tutorial. Y'all, first off, let me say this before I even get into this. Disregard like all this is going on right now, because I know my edges aren't laid. I know my hair is not slayed, but it's okay, because once I'm done, I'm gonna get it together. Here's the first product that I'm gonna use, and y'all already know this is my Revlon Photoready primer. My favorite primer, hands down. This is what I use before I apply any makeup, and it just allows my makeup to last all day. So what I'm gonna do is to go ahead and just pretty much put it all over my face. I'm gonna smooth it all over my face so that my makeup will last long and my foundation will blend so much easier. Now for my second primer, I'm going to use my Benefit POREprofessional primer, and this is what I use to fill in all of my pores. And I absolutely love this because of the pores that I have from acne, this just allows me to fill them in and I can have more of an airbrush look. So I normally just apply this in circular motions on my cheeks. The next thing that I like to do is to fill in my brows, and I'm going to be using my Colourpop eyebrow pencil in black brown. You guys have seen me use this in every last tutorial. It's the only eyebrow pencil that I use. So I'm not really going to talk too much about how I'm doing my brows. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys so you can just watch. If you want to know how I do my eyebrows, I do have an eyebrow tutorial, and I'm going to link that in the description box below. Now that my eyebrows are filled in, I'm going to use my favorite concealer, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Espresso. This is more of like a skin tone type of concealer. So what I'm going to do now is just going to go ahead and outline my eyebrows. When you're doing your concealer, less is more. We don't want heavy brows. So just make sure you're blending out really good, applying a little amount of product. And definitely don't forget to blend them out the fronts. So I like to work on my eyes first before I do my foundation for my face. So what I'm going to do is to use the same LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is the one in Espresso. It's a skin tone concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over my eyelid. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat that in with my finger just so that it's blended really well. Your fingers are a really good blending tool. And then I'm going to apply some translucent powder on top just to go ahead and set the concealer. So this is going to allow my eyeshadows to really blend. And it's going to allow my eyeshadows to last all day as well. Now there is a myth going on about the Saharan blush palette by Juvia's Place. So everybody is saying that this palette you're not able to use really on deeper skin tones, but I got it in the mail today. I purchased it and it is so amazing. Like, these colors are super duper soft, and these are the looks that I normally go for on an everyday basis. It's like something that's really soft and feminine and flirty, and these colors are. So I don't know how they would really pop on like my face, but I know for eyeshadows these are lovely as well. So if you're a woman of color, dark skin, deep skin tone like myself, I really do think that these colors will look really good as eyeshadows. So we're gonna try that out today. We're gonna see how it goes. So the first color that I'm gonna blend out today is gonna be this color here, which is like a light brown. It's like a caramel brown color. It's called a Yara. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sephora rounded crease brush, and I'm going to go ahead and use this as a transition color. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep this back and forth in windshield wiper motions above my crease to go ahead and give my transition shade a little bit of warmth. Now what I can say about Juvia's Place is their eyeshadows and blushes are super pigmented, and these colors don't really have a lot of fallout. So far I'm in love with this blush palette. So now I'm going to take this color here, which is called Lena, which is this pretty pink. I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this and start to actually build this as my crease color. I'm going to be using my Sephora small tapered blending brush, the E45. I love it because it has a little bit of a point to it and some fluffiness. So it allows me to go ahead and really get the crease and also build that color up. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep this into my crease area to give me some definition. It's always good to go back and blend. So if you ever lose a color, or if you feel like it's not really fading well into each other, go back and blend. So go back and blend your transition color and your crease color together. Now, just to darken the crease up just a little bit more, I'm going to take a little bit of Sola, which is this color here, which is a deeper pink. It has shimmer, so I don't want to dig too much into it, but I want to add a little bit of that color to the crease just so that I get a little bit more warmth. Now I'm going to take the lightest concealer color that I have, which is by LA Girl Pro, and it's the Cool Tan shade. You guys know I love these LA Girl Pro concealers, so I use them for just about every look. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this a little bit to the back of my hand, and what I'm going to do is to use this as a base for my lid eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and create a cut crease. So what I'm going to do is use a synthetic brush, and I am going to pretty much just cut my crease with it. I'm just going to go ahead and map where I want to put my eyeshadows. For some reason this concealer is separated. I traveled with it for my birthday, so this concealer is separating on me, so it's not really working the way I want it to work. Okay, so I don't know how I'm feeling about this. I'm really gonna have to clean this up. Ugh. Looks so bad. Normally I have no issues with these concealers, but I did travel with them, so I don't know if it's the altitude. And thanks to everybody that wished me happy birthday. I really appreciate it, for all my Snapchat friends. And I told you I was gonna go ahead and start doing more YouTube videos, tutorials, whatever. So I am back. I really miss doing it, but I've been caught up in like everyday life to the point where I really like just stopped doing YouTube, and I'm back on it. I promise you. I promise. So before I define my crease more, what I'm going to do is to go into Juvia, which is this color here. This is going to be my lid color. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop this all over the lid with a regular eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to do this first, and then I have to go back in and of course define my crease with a darker color because my concealer doesn't want to act right. Now I'm gonna go in my BH Cosmetics palette. I'm gonna take, I don't know, I guess this pink here, and I'm going to blend that in my crease. And I'm gonna use my Sigma shader crease brush, which is the E47. I like the way that pink is kind of overlapping the gold. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this purple shade, which is called B. I'm going to take that and put this along my outer corner. Now just to keep my outer corner a little defined, I'm going to go in back in with a darker purple. I'm going to use this one here from the same 88 palette, matte palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to just sweep this along my outer V. Now I'm going to take my favorite foundation at the moment, which is the Naked Skin Saharan Decay Naked Skin Foundation. It's in the shade 12.0. You guys probably have seen me use this foundation in a lot of my tutorials, but not this particular shade. I always mix it with my Match Master, but I got my hands on the deeper one and it is in my skin tone, so I love it. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with my Beauty Blender sponge as always. Now let's take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm going to apply this for highlighting concealer. So I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and a little bit above my lip. Blending out with my Beauty Blender sponge. For setting powder today, I'm going to use my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to apply this on all of the areas where I applied my highlighting concealer, and this is just going to keep my makeup in place and allow it to last all day. I'm going to bake a little bit, so I'm just going to allow this to sit while I'm actually applying the rest of my eyeshadows to finish my eye look. I know I look crazy. I'm really heavy-handed with this stuff, and some people don't like the Sacha Buttercup setting powder because they say that it makes your face feel like it's dry and it's sucking up all the oil in your skin. But I am super oily, baby, so suck up all the oil you want. I need it gone, all of it. So finishing up the top half of my eye, I'm going to be using my NYC Liquid Eyeliner in black, and I am going to draw myself a little bit of a wing. I am going to keep it really thin towards the inner corner of my eye and focus the thickness of the liner more towards the outer portion. I'm gonna sweep some of that dark purple underneath my eyelash, my bottom lash. But I'm also going to do the pink as well so that it gives me a really faded, balanced eye. The lashes I'm going to be wearing today are wispy lashes, and I am just going to be using some mascara. I think I'm going to try the Maybelline Big Shot mascara since Shayla came out with her line this time. She came out with a different version of the Big Shot mascara, but I'm going to try Maybelline's, so we'll see how this works. Before I wipe this powder away, because it's already dry, I believe it's like super dry at this point. So what I'm going to do is to go ahead and start contouring. I'm going to use my Black Radiance pressed powder in Ebony. Like, this stuff is going to be gone before I buy another one because it's my favorite, and I don't feel like purchasing another one until I have nothing left. So I'm going underneath my cheekbones, all around my hairline, my forehead, my chin, my nose. Wipe away the setting powder. And lately I've been loving to do it with my MAC Mineralized skin finish in deep dark or dark deep, whatever you want to call it. Gives it a more natural finish, as y'all can tell. I love this technique. This blush here, let's take this first. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna take this blush, which is called B, that purple one, and I'm going to apply a little bit on my cheekbones. Well, the apples of my cheeks. Okay. So for you to say women of color can't do this color, like as deep melanated babies, we can still do it, and it looks great. And now I'm gonna take Zoba and I'm gonna highlight with this color. Looks really pretty. It turned into like a gold on my skin, so I think it'll be okay for a highlight. Yes, and it is. It's gorgeous. So I think we cracked that myth here. Because you can use this palette even on deeper skin. And I used it for everything. I don't know what type of lip I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to use my NYX lip liner in Espresso. I'm going to go ahead and line real quick. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but I will find out for you. But I'm going to use this by Colourpop, and then I'm also going to use this color, which is called Beeper. I'm going to mix these two colors together. So I'm going to use the purple shade first. And I want to put Beeper on top to kind of tone down the purple. And now I'm going to use my Urban Decay setting spray, the all-nighter.